हाय गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। वीडियोस शुरू करने से पहले मैं कुछ बातें बताना चाहता हूँ रिगार्डिंग पेट्रोलियम इंजीनियरिंग। पेट्रोलियम इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांच जो है वो ओशन इंजीनियरिंग डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ आईआईटी मद्रास के अंदर आता है, लेकिन एमएस के लिए हमें उसका सेपरेट फॉर्म भरना पड़ता है। और अगर आपको पेट्रोलियम इंजीनियरिंग के कुछ रिसर्च प्रपोजल चाहिए मेरा जो शॉर्टलिस्टेड हुआ है, तो आप मेरे टेलीग्राम चैनल या इंस्टाग्राम चैनल पे ज्वाइन हो सकते हो। सो लेट्स गेट स्टार्ट द वीडियो। Okay, so about interview of petroleum engineering. So it is same like other departments. So petroleum engineering interview is a little bit small. So it will be around 10 minutes. So I will be explain my interview experience in English. And if anyone have doubt, you can reach out to my Instagram of Telegram. I will happy to answer your questions. Okay. So regarding the interview, first let me share my credentials with you. Like I have completed my btech in 2021 and my gate score was 418, and my category was ews, and my btech cgpa was 9.05. So based on that I have selected for the interview procedure at petroleum engineering in the department of ocean engineering of IIT Madras. So interview will be on the same day on the ocean engineering interview. So you will have to face two interviews on the same day of ocean engineering. So one interview was for ocean engineering and one interview for petroleum engineering. And for that, if you want ocean engineering interview experience, then you can see my playlist. There will be another video regarding ocean engineering interview. So this video will be for petroleum engineering interview. So regarding the petroleum engineering interview, so we will get call from the one faculty regarding the interview. So they will tell you like your interview will be at this time, your interview will be at afternoon, so be get ready. So after the interview, so before the interview, before 2 days, they will check your documents whether you have provided correct documents or not. So in that interview mail you will get a link and you will have to join that Google Meet and show all the documents so that they can verify your credentials, gate scores and btech percentage. So after that, when you got to the interview, so they will just ask you first your introduction, and after that they will ask you like why you have selected the petroleum engineering, what motivated you to select the petroleum engineering, little something related questions like petroleum engineering. Okay, so regarding the technical questions part, so there were only two faculties. One is from core petroleum engineering background and one is from thermal section like thermodynamics, heat transfer related question faculty. So first questions are asked from the core petroleum background. So that faculty same. So Amit, you have interest regarding petroleum engineering. So can you explain at IIT Madras what is what department, like what petroleum engineering branch do, like what are our processes, what we do in our department? Can you explain us? So I don't have much idea about it, but I have told them like it is regarding exploration and different kind of things. Whatever I know, I was not sure confirmly, but I told that faculty like this is I know, this thing I these things I know. So after that, that faculty said, so in the petroleum engineering department, what research you want to do? So I prepared regarding one of like biodiesel. So they asked question regarding biodiesel like what is biodiesel and what things you want to do. So after they said, can you explain properties of oil? What are the properties of oil? And explain in, with regarding the mechanical properties. So I have told them like there are different properties of oil, and I explained them with like short 2 minutes intro. So after that they said, can you compare the calorific value of diesel and biodiesel or petrol? So are they same? Are they different? And if different, then what will be the value? So I was not sure about the calorific value, so I told them like it will be different. Because I'm not sure about my answer, but they said okay, it's all right. Then after that, they come to thermal section. So in the thermal section, they one of faculty said like, can you differentiate between thermodynamics and fluid dynamics? So when I answered that, they were laughing, but I still showed my confidence over them. So they said okay, and after that in thermodynamics they say, do you know what are the laws of thermodynamics and how many laws are there? So I told to them there are three laws: first law, second law, and third law. And after that they asked, like, can you explain them? So I explained that laws to them. So after that they said, you have explained only three laws, so do you know anything regarding zeroth law? So I told to them, yes sir, I know the zeroth law. So after that I have explained zeroth law as well. So thermodynamics section was over here. So after that they asked some questions related to SOM. So they said, can you explain what is the Poisson's ratio and write down the formula? So I explained them Poisson's, what is Poisson's ratio and what is the formula of it. They said, when I explained like it is the ratio of lateral strain to the longitudinal strain, they said, then what is lateral strain and what is longitudinal strain? So after that they said, this is okay regarding Poisson's ratio. So do you know like what are the maximum limits and minimum limits of Poisson's ratio, and give us some examples regarding one of some materials. So I explained that I explained one material like rubber, I explained cork, I explained concrete and their Poisson's ratio. So after that Poisson's ratio they asked me like, what are the properties of rock and can you explain it? So I was not sure about the rock, so I told them it is like hardness and etc. So I think they are not satisfied with my answer, but they said okay. So after the SOM section, one of faculty comes to heat transfer. So in the heat transfer, they said first question like, what is Grashopp's number? So I told them formula, but they said like, don't put formula, we need explanation and we want definition, what exactly Grashopp's number is and what is related about. So I was not thoroughly prepared, so I told them I know the formula only sir, I don't know about the explanation of Grashopp's number. So they said okay, then they said what is Prandtl number? So I explained them what is Prandtl number, and I again explained formula and I again explained the definition, but they said you are telling like only formulas, can you please elaborate that formula and what are the terms in it and what is the significance of the Prandtl number. So I think they are expecting the proper definition of Prandtl number, for how it is used. So I was not thoroughly prepared, so that's why I was not able to answer that. So that was my last question. That faculty said, do you have any questions? So after that I said no, because my interview is not so good, so I think it is better not to ask the questions. So interview was over. It was just literally only 10 minutes. So there are some few points in this interview that I want to share. Like don't underestimate like it is petroleum engineering and no one will come. There is a huge competition. So the faculties are very like strict. They will ask different questions related behind means except your petroleum engineering. So they will check on your core concepts, and just be prepared. Make a revision to basic subjects like thermodynamics, then heat transfer and fluid mechanics, because they want this is the basic and they expect like you should know all the basic things. And one thing that you make sure like you should have idea about petroleum engineering, like what IIT Madras is doing in petroleum engineering department, what projects they are doing, what are the requirements of petroleum engineering, and basic things about petrol and all their properties, because this is the highly important requirement for them, because they expect from the student, the student should have background knowledge about the department and everything. So that's it. So this is regarding the interview experience. So if you like the video, hit the like button, and you can join my Telegram channel and Instagram channel for more. So do like and share to your friends, and best of luck for the interview. Thank you guys. Bye.